Well, hi there, welcome to a new video. This is part 2 of what I'm terming using assets. As you can see, these are the magazine front covers that I created in the last video. Part 1 to this video, link is somewhere. As you see, I've just merged them into the page and I'm just literally just scaling them and moving them so they can fit in the panel that's been prepared for them. Here I'm just rotating them so they're not quite so boring. The news magazine front cover is a homage to the magazine cover of Newsweek, which was featured in Iron Man with Obadiah Stane. So instead of the globe, we've got a red nose, we've got him in the bath, and then a very serious one with a red nose. And this is our main character. Right, so now what you're seeing is a series of wood panels that I've designed. They're just simply some lines over some shapes, and I'm creating a large image, and this is going to be part of Colonel Bloodworth's office. We don't have a model for the environment, we literally just want two walls, and it's wood panels, so these are wood panels. We're having 4 panels high by, I don't know, 10 long, something like this. And here I am, I'm just literally trying to make a template so that I can arrange these variant panels to create something unique. And this takes a bit of time, so in a second I'm just going to go supersonic and save you the tedium of watching me copy merged and then butt up to a bunch of images. There we go. Nearly done. Well, we've got need 2 rows done. I want the lighting to be consistent here, so we're making sure that the highlights are hitting the bottom of the panel because the lights are in the ceiling. We're duplicating, and then we're flipping the panels. Okay, and we're nearly done. Once we've done our wood panels, we removed the back panel, so we've literally just got the wood grain as a transparent image. And here I am on my tablet, and I've just imported it in there, and I'm literally using the perspective to I'm using a 2-point warp, sorry, to match the perspective in the room, and I'm just sizing it up so that I'm sort of happy with the size of the panels. And once I've done that, I do a quick save and I add it again to make the upper wall. And this is an example of using an asset to create an environment just by distorting it slightly. And this speeds up. I mean, if I had to draw all that paneling, we seem to hit a problem here. This happens occasionally in Medibang. It just doesn't respond, so I have to stop it and start it again. And so here I've got the upper wall. I'm just literally matching the perspective lines that I've drawn and making sure that the edges butt up nicely. Once I've done that, then we'll put something in for the ceiling, and we'll make that dark. So I've got a line here, a straight line tool, and I'm just and then I'm just manually filling it in. There we go, all done. Now I'm just going to define that corner a bit better, and a little bit of shading in there, just a bit of interest. And now we're basically removing the paneling from behind the Major and John and his desk. So I'm just using an eraser for this. I mean, if I was clever, I could use a mask, but we're just going to use an eraser tool for this. Quick and simple. Just doing his hair. Get rid of a few straggly bits here and there. And there we go. Oh yeah, here's an image I made. A very simple, rough image of like the late Queen. I'm going to drop her portrait into here, into our page, and we're just going to match perspective. Once we've done that, we'll add some black ribbons on the corners, and then mask off the chair put it behind the artwork, put it behind the line work. So I'm trying to use a mask here. Right, this one I've taken, I've got a texture of a chain link fence, and I'm literally just, if you can see the top panel there, oh, looks like my Medibank crashed. Here I've built a very rough set, just literally some boxes and a human, and I've used that as a basis to work out the perspective. The box is not to scale. The box represents the proportions of the chain link fence that I'm dropping in here now. Here I'm using a warp tool. You can sort of specify it, and I'm just literally just lining up the top of the fence with that. And if I felt inclined, I could add a couple of fence panels to it, like fence posts to it later. But right now, the main challenge is to get a load of like detailed fence, chain link fence, looking good without spending hours and days drawing it. So we're using I'm using what I'm terming assets, which is just literally a flat texture which you can either drop in a scene or distort. And here I'm just removing it from behind the guard. You'll notice the guard's wearing sort of boiler suit and hard hat. This is sort of like 60s Bond henchman uniform. Okay. And this is the logo for Richter's Jokes and Props. It's the company that's run by that very rich man we saw in the magazines, Rasmus Richter, owner of Richter's Industries. Yeah. So this is a logo to go on top of the building, just in case you didn't know that it was a joke shop, a joke factory. So here I'm just using this 4-point warp to just match that up a little bit. That's not quite right. I want the text to be bigger, so we're dragging it out to fill as much of this red rectangle as possible, and we're happy with it. Drop it behind the chain link fence, and we've got a logo on the building. Okay, so next up would be to just draw the building. So I'm going to hide all my roughs. and use the 3D render as a template, a sort of a guide to sort of draw these shapes. Okay, so this is a 1-point perspective tool I've sort of I'm using it now to sort of set up the windows for one side, and once I've got that I can set up the windows for the other side. I've got some kind of thing which will drop. We're just roughing in with shapes of the thing. This building is behind the chain link fence and it's sort of in silhouette, so I'm not going to lose that much sleep about how exact the windows are. But I want something, so here I am using, looks like I'm using a line tool here to actually, oh, something happened there, not sure what happened. Here I'm using a line tool to actually draw in the shape. And then I'll be filling in bits of it, I think. Yeah. So here I'm just filling in. Oh, looks like I need to add a bit of a, there you go, different side. There we go. I've got to add a pillar to that wall. So right, here I am. I'm filling in the shapes between the floors, so that we got the feeling that there's actually, the windows aren't full, like floor to ceiling. So you've got some like floor. I've just experimented with some vertical blinds, but they don't really work for me, so we're just going to probably fill these in with colour. I'll just fill these in with contrasting black and grey. It's not that important, and maybe later on we'll just have it just one colour. Right, that brings us to the end of this video. As I say, this is a brief video just demonstrating this concept. You know, you could use this to sort of put logos on superhero chests. You could drop billboards in backgrounds. You could reuse those assets over and over again, and that would be super fun. Anyway, I've waffled long enough. If you've made it to the end of this video, congratulations. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Alright, take care everyone. Alright, bye now.